A pant.
Why didn't the panic question recognize the needle? I was wearing new threads.
When you're close to most tired when you wear them out.
How did the hammer do diving off the diving a high board? He nailed it.
Why did the clown have trouble noticing? It was a foggy.
What do you call yourself for trying to chase a deer? A chase.
Why did the magician do it? He didn't want to do.
Why do the birds come up with their ideas? They hatch them.
What did the teeth think of what becomes planned? Why was that? They would shoot it for a while.
Why was the ox so mad? The joke was on him.
The yolk.
The yoke was on him. Sorry.
How did the lollipop go over his coat? He licked it.
What did the fish say when the other fish were laughing? What's so funny?
Yeah. How does a potato cool? Take a dip.
Where do big players go on vacation to the capital?
Why do Myers like the job? They really dig it.
How did the soldier get to the job done right with a lot of attention?
Why did the teeth have trouble in this? They don't know what to choose.
What did the fox say when it missed the first time? I can't do this.
How did the farmer look in his new coat? Okay, overall.
How do evergreens stay warm? They wear fur coats.
How do tiny insects go? They flee.
Why was the river so loud? It had a big mouth.
How does the restaurant feel about coming in? It has some reservations.
Why was the flute so tired? It had been carrying a tune.
Why are plums always so tired? They're working very many.
Why did the clown go to the dentist to get his teeth cleaned?
Why did the police officer have to go to bed? He needed a rest.
What do the type of walkers need to balance diets?
Why are flowers so well rested? They're always in bed.
Why was the package always getting into trouble? It liked to box.
What day of the week is the hardest on earth? Friday.
Why can't jokes eat very fast? Because they might gag.
Why couldn't they pace away from the TV? It was too glued to it. Like I'd be glued to a TV at times.
Me too. What kind of tree has the most friends? A popular tree.
What kind of scientists do have those labs?
How did the bolts get the nuts to the place? They load them around.
Why did the jam need more room? They like to be spread out.
Why didn't anyone believe the blow dryer? Because it was full of hot air.
Was the mower on the llama? Yeah, because he cut it close.
How does the dog find why it's looking for it goggles it?
Why was the macaroni mother still steam? Elbows were on the table.
Why did the margarine say to the bread, you butter not?
What happens if your eyes are too cold? You use icicles.
Sickles. Why wouldn't the bulb light up? It was a flower ball.
What's the social shaped game? Flower the litter.
What is? Oh, that's cute. What do you get when you cover your mattress with jam? A bedspread.
Yeah. Why was the shirt spinning around? It was on top.
Why was the tennis ball covering his ears? It was too much racket.
Yeah. Why did the hammer go to the salon? He wanted to have his nails done.
Why was it digging in the ground? Because it was trying to find the roots of the problem.
Why was the tree digging in the... What happened when the bird went to the car? It got detailed.
What kind of soda does frustration to keep it balled up?
Why do cars keep hitting trees? They were in the wrong route.
What was the Big Rock's favorite city? Boulder.
Why did the trees do when the wind came up? They split.
Why wouldn't the splitter talk to the dryer? It gave her too much static.
Where did the railroad tie go? The train kept track of it. Like today, guys, that last stroke split, but that happens a lot when I'm around friends. I'm split.
With me, yeah. Yep, who is the hungriest superhero of all? Superman.
What do superheroes do when they don't get on couch?
What does a Batman do play cards? He doesn't want anything to do with the Joker.
How do parachutes get tripped? They fell for it.
How do you get snow out of the air? You use a skyscraper.
What do you get when you put one night above another? Use an overnighter.
Why did the superhero try to save the chicken? Because it tried to cross the road on rush hour.
What kind of beam can you never cross?
Yeah.
A beam of light.
What do superheroes do to fix their ripped disguises? Masking tape.
What did the sun say to the cloud? I'm going to shout on whether you like it or not.
What superheroes is the most curious? Wonder Woman.
What did the rocket say to the earth? I'm gonna have to take off now. Like I say that sometimes when I leave here, I take off.
Me too. What did one man say to the other one of blow flame drive by? You're like, stop!
Why did the rocket fall over? It was a little off base.
What kind of bulb never this like a mulch?
Where did the mist go? It vanished into thin air. Like I vanished out of here.
Why did the cheese called the sandwich my hero?
Like I vanished out here a few times.
Yeah, like I said that a few times. My hero.
Like I vanished this one away from this one at times.
Why was this sleep in bed? It was under the weather.
How does Buzz do in space? He went above and beyond.
How did the ocean keep its floor very tidy?
How does galaxies work out on their ellipticals?
What would happen if their deep souls and clocks? They would have all the time in the world.
Yeah. Why was the wind always poor? It blew out all of its money.
What? One of Santa's rangers the highest comet.
How does the Barber Channel planetary eclipse it?
Why did the galaxy fall apart? It spiraled out of control.
Why did the ball leave the ball? Someone knocks it out of the park.
Why was the sun getting richer because of its rays?
Why did the sun say to the moon, "You're a little too shady"?
Why do olives like being eaten? It's the pits.
Yeah. What do you call a rocket? A blast from the past.
What happens when you embarrass the planet? It turns red.
What happens when the moon hits the head? It sees the stars.
What did the rocket think of its rise? It was a blast.
Where does the earth control the star? It's mental.
What does the moon put its cheese on? A crescent roll.
How does the North Star eat its ice cream? With the Big Dipper.
How do stars get clean in meteor showers?
Why do plants have to clean all the time? Because of the stardust.
What is the asteroid's favorite candy? A fireball.
Why did the cups think they were in space? Because their saucers were flying.
Why were the asteroids hiding from the comets? They were tunneling in.
Why was the squirrel worried? It went on the limb.
How do galaxies get really good reception from their satellites?
What?
By telling jokes.
My own stuff? Yeah. Why did the sun go to the eye doctor? Because it was seeing spots.
How did asteroids keep their pants up with their belts?
What do pizza and Earth have in common? Crust.
How do you know when a planet dies? You read obituary.
How do you know when the planets are upset? Their revolution.
Who was the source of the space program? Apollo G.
What did the sun think the planets were spacing? They were too far out there.
What did the moon say as it saw through the binoculars? Backwards. What a small world.
How does Earth chop wood? It uses its axis.
Why did the planet move to a bigger galaxy? They need more space.
Like I do when I go in space, I move away.
Yep.
Like I move somewhere else to have alone time.
Yeah.
What seems to always bring down everyone down? Gravity.
How do you know what is the most code? It has the silver lining. Sorry, guys.
Pretend you didn't see that.
So you didn't see that. Sorry, guys.
How did the planets on the surface of the Earth? Its surface.
It's the other one.
Which cow gives the most milk? The Underwood.
What superhero is the hardest to find? Wonder Woman.
What are the class favorite sport? Air hockey.
What does Spider-Man gets his mail at his web address?
Why does the astronaut have to sit down in the boat? He didn't want to rocket.
Why was the sun's birthday present wet? Because there's a rainbow on it.
Who won the race to the sun? A passing cloud.
Why did the player struggle to understand it all? It was kind of dense.
What does the sun do when it needs help? It sends flare.
Why do planets like to fish in the jet stream?
What sound of a shooting star make? A bang bang.
How did the Earth catch its fish at once? It used both of its poles.
What does the sun have when it sleeps? Daydreams.
And why did the light get pulled over? It was speeding.
Yeah. So I'll be back for y'all later because we're about to do something.